Well. Welcome. This is Al Rodriguez, and I want to welcome you to my business page. We're going to get started in just a minute. So we are, let me check some things here. Okay, it says I'm live, and we're going to let some people come on in. All right. Hey, Mary, how are you? Welcome. Tori, my brother, Tori Brothers. Man, it was so good to hang out with you in Orlando, Florida. I'm so proud of what you and your wife are doing. Hola, Annette. And by the way, we're going to be doing this in English right now, and I will be doing it in Spanish next. Just kind of... Lucas, how are you, brother? It's great to catch up with you here just a day or two ago. So we're going to get started in just a minute. Keith, welcome, Keith. I think you were up in Dallas, if I'm not mistaken, just this past weekend. Eric, I'm so proud of you. You've sponsored some really good people here the last couple of days. You are off and running, my friend. That's all it takes. You just keep doing that. Martha, I like your posture. You know, Martha, I watch you. I watch you, Martha, and I like your posture. I like your style. Hey, Amy, how are you? Debbie. How are you, Debbie? It was fantastic to see you at our Houston event here Saturday. Luis, how are you? All right. Miss Ahmad, how are you? By the way, I'm going to be doing that call for your team here. Give me a day or two. Welcome, everybody. And so I'm really excited to talk to you about some things today. And so I'm going to go ahead and not belabor everything. Hi, everybody. And I'm going to get started. And so let me first lay a little bit of groundwork, guys. Hey, Sherry, how are you, Diamond? And so, first of all, who is this for? Well, here's who it's for. It's obviously for our team, right? But I want to keep this somewhat generic enough so we can help everybody in the profession. You see, maybe you know someone at another company. Maybe they're struggling in their company. And so I want this to be generic enough so it'll help them. So if you wanted to share this when we're done, you're welcome to share it on your page, and maybe you want to tag someone, whether they're on your team, maybe you're trying to prospect them, or maybe they're happy at their company and you just want to bless their lives, maybe a little training, maybe something I say today could be, what clicks it there. Hey, everybody, it's great. Numbers are coming in. And so let me lay this. So number one, I want to keep this as generic as I can. Number one. And here's what I want to do. I want to serve as your accountability partner. Is that okay? Give me some hearts if it's okay that I serve as your accountability partner. Now, by the way, it doesn't matter if you're on this team, if you're on that team, right? Doesn't matter if this is the person or that's the person. Let's forget that. Can we just be all one, right? I've never understood in this profession, give me some hearts if it's okay that we're all just one team. It doesn't matter who your sponsor is, right? I want you to follow your upline leadership and I want you to follow their teaching, but I'm going to hope that you give me the honor of being your coach, Alrod, and being your accountability partner, right? I want to be that personal trainer when you're in the gym. I'm going to work your butt off. Is that okay? We're going to work your butt off to success. So give me some hearts if that's okay with you. Okay. And so the second thing I want to talk to you about is what would a breakthrough in business be worth to you, right? We're going to be talking about launching, right? Not joining, launching your business over the next 90 days. And really, it's from September 1st on, right? So you've got a couple of days to get your, like they say, to get, I've never known what ducks in a row is, but you can get your ducks in a row, right? And so we're going to run this from September 1. So that's September, October till November 30th, right? And so we're going to run this play. Hey, LaQuanta, how are you? And so what would a breakthrough be worth to you? Maybe you've been stuck right now in neutral, right? Maybe you've been stuck for a couple of weeks. Maybe you've been in our business, another business for a month, 2 months or longer, and you haven't got out the gates real quick. That's okay. Don't worry about what you didn't do a week ago, a month ago, or even a year ago. Today, right? Let's take this information. And guys, I teach fundamentals. I don't teach any secret sauce. everything I teach, you can do, you could learn to do, and you can teach others to do. It really is more about commitment and getting it done, okay? And so also what I'm going to do as your accountability partner, we're going to only cover so much today, right? So I'm going to give you some basics today. I want to give you some mindset. I want to give you some activity. But here's what I'm going to do. I want you to check and make sure you like this page. I'm going to come back once or twice a week, and do a tips or training video, okay? I'll do, how to invite people, how to build on social media, how to build in the offline world, right? How to use different social media sites, how to, invite people, how to contact, qualify, invite, present, follow up, and get them in, okay? I'll be talking about, duplication in your team, right? How to run team meetings. And so, again, I want to be your accountability partner if you'll give me that honor. Now, again, this is for everyone, so let's all succeed, right? Again, now, by the way, if you're ready to just do it, give me some hearts, right? I mean, just do it, right? Nike said it well. Just do it. Who's ready to just do it? Give me some hearts if you're just ready to do it. And by the way, I don't want you to just do it. I want you to do it and do it and do it and do it and do it until the job is done, right? Not till you're tired and want to watch TV. This is going to be, by the way, this is not going to be for everybody. Some of you are going to go, that cat is crazy. You see that? Write beast mode if you're going to. Now, if you're going to go into kitty cat mode, don't write it. But if you're going to go into beast mode, as far as someone says I'm buffering. Okay, I don't know what I can do. We've had a little bad weather here, so let me check. Can everybody hear me? Okay, is the connection good? Just say yes or no. Is the connection good? Yes or no? Beast mode, right? Is the connection good? Yes or no? Wow, look at all those beast mode. All right, beast mode. See, it's loading, right? Beast mode is loading, right? Now, we're not going to just say beast mode here, right? If you want to make an extra $500 a month, this is not the video, guys. This is not the video. This is the breakthrough. I'm going to do it no matter what video. That's what this video is about, right? This is the just do it. Thanks, Kevin. I appreciate you, man. This is just the just do it video. Okay. Let me make sure I clear that. Okay. So some of you may be familiar with the guy who used to be a coach. He was an amazing individual in network marketing. He's still around, but he's retired. His name is Art Williams. And I'm going to, I love Art Williams. I love personal development. And he asked a question. I'm going to ask you a question. What does the $500,000 a year earner do that the $50,000 a year doesn't do? Let me ask it again. What does the $500,000 a year earner do that the $50,000 a year earner doesn't do? Right? On the outskirts, they're about the same, right? They're about, they've got about the same life and they've got the same opportunity. And by the way, if you're all in the same company, you got the same products. You got the same pay plan. You got the same CEO, right? You got the same countries open, right? You got the same opportunity. What's different? What's going to be the difference in our company between the $500,000 a year earner, the $50,000 a year earner, and maybe the $0 a year earner, the $5,000 a year earner? I'll tell you what the difference is. The difference is he pays the price a little bit more. He works a little bit more. He's loyal to the company. Do you hear me? He's loyal to the company a little bit more. He believes a little bit more. Do you see? It's just a little bit more, guys. That's what this 90-day plan is about. It's about a little bit more. Everybody thinks it's about doing so much more. It's about just doing it and doing it and doing it, right? So before we get started, do you want to win this time? Right? Some of you have been in other companies and you've done all right. But do you really, really want to win this time? And if you do, there's 3 things that you need to win, right? Number 1 is you have to be tough, guys. What do they say? That when the going gets tough, the tough get going. Don't be somebody who, the product brochure didn't get here, right? For some of us in our company, it's been the delay, right? It's been the delay. You've got to be tough. Big earners are tough. Problems will arise. You've got to be tough. That's number 1. Number 2, you can't quit. Now, quitters quit. That's their job. The grass is greener. Well, let me go over here because I heard they're paying an extra 1% on level 9. Come on, for God's sake, right? Amway If you really know the Amway plan, with all due respect, I love them. I got a lot of respect for Amway. They don't have a great pay plan, but they got people who make millions and millions of dollars a year there, right? Yet people quit, right? So number 2 is you can't quit. And number 3 is you've got to do the work. You've got to do the work. And like I said a moment, you got to do it and do it and do it. And no excuses, right? No excuses, right? Now, listen, and I say this, I'm coming from a place of love, but this is a little bit of tough love on this session, right? If you're hurting financially, don't make that an excuse. Make that your reason. If you need some money, go get a job. If you need something else to go sell a couch. I don't know, but just do it, right? Don't make excuses and don't blame others, right? Now, let me take it back. There is one person you can blame. There's one person you can blame. And after we're done here, you can go to your bathroom and look in the mirror, and that's the person you can blame. That's the only person you can blame, right? If you're at a certain place right now, it's because of the decisions you made or didn't make. You really can't blame anyone. We got to take more accountability, right? Big Al Tom Schreider talks about, your sponsor, right? Don't depend on your sponsor. Love your sponsor. Work with your sponsor. But your business is from you down. Did you understand that? Your business is from you down. Okay. So let's talk about a 90-day launch plan. And again, I'm going to keep things pretty simple. Understand that most of winning the battle is right here. The battle is between your ears, right? Do you know you could even have a company with mediocre products, not excellent products like our company, but you can have companies with a mediocre product, and I've seen mediocre pay plans, and if people have hustle, grind, they can get results and make a lot of money, right? So, and that's not only in network marketing and home-based business and, internet marketing, it is just here. So let's talk about a 90-day launch plan. Let me tell you a couple of things to set this up because I want your mindset right. Sometimes you hear people say, hey, I'm slow, but I'm steady. I'm slow. No. Quit lying to yourself. Slow and steady does not work with a 90-day launch plan. In fact, success loves speed, guys. Remember that. Write it down. Put it in front of your laptop. Put it on the dashboard of your car. Success loves speed. That's real important that you know, right? So let's just slow and steady doesn't cut it, right? It just doesn't cut it, period, right? So if you've learned that, if you've been taught that, I want you to unlearn it because it's just not true, okay? It doesn't cut it, right? I mean, it sounds good, right? It sounds good. Hey, Diane, thanks. I appreciate it. By the way, guys, I got all these crazy shirts, and my wife, Luz Angela, she's responsible for every bit of it. My kids now are involved. When they go somewhere, they say, hey, that'd be a great shirt for Dad, right? And so, look for some more shirts. I think Luz Angela just bought me like a dozen T-shirts, and so look for all these new shirts. But so anyway, what I'm talking about, guys, in the 90-day launch plan is, but I'm talking commitment, right? I'm not raising your game, and I'm talking about a breakthrough. And so when I talked about success loves speed, here's what I'm talking about. I want you to do this. I want you to compress time. You see, you're going to have to sponsor so many people, and you're going to have to go through the duds, the good ones. I'm buffering a little bit, it looks like. But the quicker you do it, you compress time. So you could take a long time and do it out over 2 or 3 years, which would still be okay, right? You can do that. Or you can begin to compress time, right? You can begin to compress time. And I want you to understand that what we're going to be talking about right now is something each and every one of you can do. Everybody on your team is going to be able to do what I'm going to teach you right now. And you're going to say, wow. And again, we're just kind of pre-framing some things. I want this to be mental, right? We'll get into the tactical stuff. You'll find that's not a lot. Don't join a business, guys. Launch a business, right? Joining is like a club, right? Don't be part of a social club. Launch for like a rocket, right? Launch your business. That's what you want to do. By the way, that's sexy. That attracts people, right? Now, some of them are going to say, boy, what happened to her? She's a little crazy. Well, that's okay. That usually someone's a little bit mediocre, and someone else is going to say, wow, she's really committed. That's attractive, right? If you're fired up, and I don't care if you've been a guru or not a guru, it has nothing to do with that, right? It's getting your hustle on. It's getting into what? Beast mode. Give me a little bit of more beast mode there and give me some hearts. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to go at this. I want you to run at this 100%, and I want you to stay consistent. Listen to me. I want you to stay consistent for 90 days, guys. It's a 90-day run. Listen, all the big leaders have done this. All the successful people have done it. They'll have some form or fashion of it, but what you want to do is you want to run out the gates. You can't run hard forever. You know, if I said, hey, let's do a 365-day run, it would be unreasonable. There's just no way you could keep up the pace. What I want you to do is I want you to do a 90-day run, stay there, and then, yeah, I'm not saying rest, but, you know, you can kind of back off a little bit, take a breather, and you know what? Maybe into 2017, you could do another 1 or 2, and you're done. I dare say that you're done in our present company having to do that. And again, if you're in another company and you're in love with that, you can do it there, right? Or you can check us out, or you can check us out, right? And so you're going to have to get rid of some of the distractions, right? Because some of you have certain habits and routines that for the next 90 days you're going to have to cancel out. If you're used to watching a lot of TV at night, I'm not saying don't ever watch TV. Just minimize it or eliminate it for the next 90 days, right? Don't take on a bunch of stuff that you need to do right now. I want you to clear your schedule. If you're married, you got to tell your husband and wife, you know what? I need your help because for the next 90 days, I'm running. You got to talk to your kids like I talk to my kids. You know what? For the next 90 days, we're running, right? I'm not saying you can't have any fun, but you got to focus. If you're going to do it, let's put all stops and let's quit suffering through network marketing, right? Let's just get it done, right? And so I want to know who's committed. I just want to, the feedback helps me. So just say yes if you're committed, right? Are you committed? Just say yes. Type yes and give me some hearts, because the feedback does me good. The feedback, I'm kind of talking into a phone here, guys. I'm talking to a phone. So, if you're committed, say yes, right? Say yes. And by the way, whatever you did or didn't do, who cares? You say, Al, I got a slow start. I've only sponsored 3 people. Who cares? Start right now. Start right now, right? So if you're committed, let me know. And guys, even me, I'm running, right? I'm not going to be available for I'm not customer service anyway. Some people thought I'm customer service. I'm not customer service anyway, right? I'm VP of sales of the company, and I'm just like you. We're out there in the field building, right? Building. And so I'm going to go into this mode too. I'm not just going to say it. I'm going to practice what I'm preaching here, and we're going to blow some things up. We're going to blow some things up. And so I want you to be strong. I want you to be powerful, and I want you to have posture. Think about this. When you're inviting people to take a look at this business, don't be meek. I want you to be strong. I want you to be powerful, and I want you to have posture, right? You've got to believe in your heart of hearts, in your spirit, down to your core, that what you're offering to that prospect is going to improve the quality of their life. Whether it's the product, the business, or both. If you doubt that, it comes across, right? It comes across kind of like doubtful. That's not sexy. It doesn't attract people, and that's going to frustrate the heck out of you. You've got to, have that posture, right? It's like swag. It's not an ego, right? It's not an ego that's run amok. It's just that confidence factor, right? That quiet determination, right? And suddenly your business is going to grow. And suddenly your business is going to grow. Let me tell you. And so here, let's get down to it, right? So you're going to give this 100% for once in your life, guys. And I dare say, here's a little tough love. We quit stuff too often, right? We quit the gym, right? We quit this, we quit that. Guys, don't quit this. Don't quit. Don't ever quit on a bad day. You get told no 5 times, don't ever quit on that darn day, right? Remember me, never quit on a bad day. Number 2, be here a year from now, right? Don't be flip-flopping back and forth. That's no good, right? You're constantly starting over. Don't do that. Make a quality decision. My friend, Big Al Tom Schreider, in fact, those of you in Houston, he has an training event tomorrow. I might go if I can find time. I don't know. But you know what he says? When you join a network marketing company, decide which one you want your problems that you're going to have with and marry that company. This is like a relationship, right? If you've ever been married or been in a long-term relationship, there's going to be some challenges that are coming up, right? Now, just because you married your wife, you married your husband, right, and you love each other, maybe you have a little hiccup today. Now you may feel you're going to quit marriage, but we don't, right? Right? Just, walk around the block and take a deep breath. Same thing with this company, right? Choose who you're going to have your problems with and marry your network marketing company. And if this company or you're in another company, that's okay. Marry your network marketing company and just get through the problems. Push through the problems, right? There is no perfect company, just like there's no perfect distributor, right? So in the meantime, you cast stones at the company. What if the company said, well, wait a minute, I thought you were going to sponsor 40 people. Wait a minute, I thought you were going to do those teleconferences like 2 times a day, like you said. Oh. See? So let's not cast any stones, right? Let's just get it done. Okay, so here's the plan. Here's the goal. The goal, now some of you are going to get scared about this, and I don't care. I care about you, but I don't care if you get scared or not. I want to be your personal accountability partner, your coach, and I want to push you into the next level. I want you to recruit 20 people in the next 30 days. Let me say it again. I want you to recruit 20 people in the next 30 days. Now, some of you are going, but, Al, I would do that, but I've never recruited 20 people in 5 years of network marketing. Al, I would do that, but I got a job. Al, I would do it, but, my children. Al, I would do it, but this, but that. You know what I'm going to tell you? Get your butt out of the way. I like saying that. Can I say it again? Get your butt out of the way. So I want you to recruit 20 people in 30 days, right? That's not a person a day. Doesn't matter what they get in at. Understand where we're at right now with our company, with Vita Divina, right? And those of you that are another company, you'll have to find your thunder. That's okay, right? I hope the training still works for you, right? But in Vita Divina, we're going into we've opened up the shopping cart, so we know it's real, right? And we've done 2 country openings. Did you see, by the way, El Salvador? I was talking to Armand just a little bit ago. We had like 1,000 people there. They had like 400 more people than they thought they were going to have. They thought they were going to have 600, which would have been amazing. Amazing. Guys, we're talking about our first event before we're selling product. If you don't think something special happening here, then I don't know what you're looking at, right? You're looking at your hands, I guess, because you got your face covered, right? And so 20 people in 30 days, okay? And so here's what you're going to do. Here's the activity. We're going to work backwards. I want you to commit to contact, okay? Not to enroll, not to present the business to. I want you to commit to contact 5 people a day. But you've got to do 5 a day, every day, week in, week out, this month, the month of September, and for 90 days. 5 a day, right? 5 a day. Now, what is a contact? It is a direct communication. It is not a post on your wall, right? You can post on your wall, but it's not a post on your wall. It's where you literally text, call, talk to 5 people a day. 5 a day. People are everywhere, guys. We'll talk about that in a minute. But people are everywhere. 5 a day. You got to get over the fear. You've got to get over the fear. Earlier today, an attorney came onto the team. Do you know any attorneys? Saturday, I talked about how there's a guy who's a dentist that came on a team. Do you know any dentists, right? We've got real estate people on the team. We got all kinds. Do you know any real estate agents, right? Right? It doesn't have to be just network marketing people, number one. And it doesn't have to just be your friends and family. By the way, we were talking about this the other day. You start with your friends and family, right? You start with friends, you start with family, but guys, then you move into pro level, right? That's like the minor leagues, right? Because you're seeing who in your family and friend circle is going to get in. But when you then get serious, it's like opening a business, right? If you open a restaurant, do you expect your restaurant to succeed only on your family and friends? No. You're going to have to go out there and do some marketing and some publicity and get some referrals. Now, how do you get referrals? You call up your Uncle Bill and say, hey, Uncle Bill, I know I've talked to you about my 5 last companies and you're not interested, so I'm not calling you to get in. In fact, I don't want you to get in my network marketing business, Uncle Bill, but I do need your help. You're my uncle. Can I count on you? Great. Listen, Uncle Bill, I just need 2 things from you. One is I just need you to buy a couple of products for me to support my business. I don't want you to get in the business. I just want you to buy a couple of products. Can I count on you? Great. You just acquired a customer. Uncle Bill, I know you're really sharp. And I know you're not interested in this, so I'm not asking you. But who are the 2 or 3 sharpest people you know? And they're going to tell you. And then you're going to call them. See, it's not who you know. It's who they know. If you do that, you'll never run out of people. Find advocates and allies in your business. They don't have to join your business. Find advocates and allies. And then you call that person up. Let's say it's a mortgage broker. Hey, Al, how you doing? This is John. And you say, you know what? My Uncle Bill told me you're one of the sharpest people in town. That you're a good business-minded person. Is that true? Are you a business-minded person? And boom, then you invite them to the business. 5 a day. 5 a day. Okay? 5 a day. And I'll tell you what those numbers equate to in a minute. And so here's what I want you to do. From those 5 a day, I want you to be able to improve your skills. Today's the worst you're going to be. I want you to improve your skills so you end up presenting the business to 2 to 3 of them a day. 2 or 3 a day. So you're going to contact 5, talk to them about your business, and 2 or 3 are going to present the business. So really, if it's only 2, that means that 60% said no, and 40% took a look. That's all they did. They took a look, right? They didn't get in. They just took a look, all right? Took a look. So let's keep going with the numbers. Contact 5 a day, every day. Present to 2 or 3 of those a day. Now, what does present mean? That means send them an audio, a video, inviting them to a teleconference call, to a webinar. It could be a third-party resource, guys. It should be someone on your team. It could be some of the stuff I do, okay? Hey, by the way, I'm loving the hearts. I love you guys. I do this out of love, you know. I could just be doing my thing, right? And by the way, we open this up. I put this on my fan page because this is for everybody. This is for everybody, right? None of this, my team, your team, this line of sponsorship, it's for everybody. In fact, I'm keeping it generic enough that if you're in another company, I want you to take value of this and go build an empire, right? I'll see you in the Bahamas. I'll see you in the Bahamas, right? You can buy me a little fruity drink with an umbrella, okay? So the next thing is, you're going to, in my opinion, you have to enroll less than 15% of the people you contact. Now, for those of you who aren't numbers people, let me break it down. In fact, it breaks down to about only 13 to 14%. So think about this. About 85% of the people that you contact can say no, not interested, not now, I don't want this, I don't have time, whatever. 85%, that's 8.5 people out of 10. Never met the half person, but it's 8.5 people out of 10 can say no, 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 no. And if you can just do that rest, which is 13 to 14% of what I just told you, you will enroll 20 people in the first 30 days. Now let me break down the numbers. 5 a day, 150 people. Right? Now if I said go talk to 150 people, you might get a little bit put off. 5 a day. People are everywhere, right? You know people, pretend you're inviting them to a barbecue, your wedding, maybe another event, Facebook friends, strangers, meet people. I mean, just do it, guys, right? So that's 150 a day. 2 or 3 presenting is really just presenting the business to 2 to 3 a day, 60 to 90 a month. And so from there, you're going to sponsor 20. So out of the original 150, you're going to sponsor 20. That means 130 no's. By the way, don't get emotionally connected to the no. You're just sifting and sorting. Sifting and sorting. Not convincing. Sifting and sorting, right? When they say no, okay, just move on, right? Right? Move on. Now, some of you won't do this. As simple as this is to understand, some of you won't do this. And some of you will do it, but you'll stop in a few days. You'll slow down after a few days or maybe a week or 2. But there's going to be people right here. This one live video right here is going to create rubies, sapphires, emeralds, diamonds, and more right here. I just know it. And that's why I'm doing it, by the way. Because, see, I don't want to be all things to all people. I love everybody. I love you where you're at. If you want to make $500 a month, I love you, man. I want to shake your hand. I want to give you a hug at the next event, right? I don't measure that by rank. But I'm doing this specifically because I want to help you create a breakthrough. I want to help you create a breakthrough, right? And so, now, by the way, after 30 days, if you want, you can adjust this downward. So really, it's a 90-day run, of which the 30 days is definitely a beast mode, right? If you wanted to back it off, the second part of that, the second month and the third month, let's say you don't enroll 20 people. You go 20 the first month, then 10 and 10. That's 40 people in 90 days. Some of you might have watched my Go Diamond training for our pay plan. You put 20 on the right, 20 on the left, and I won't go through it now, but the law of numbers, including people quitting, doing, not doing, should be enough for you to hit diamond. And you don't have to be in some power leg to do it, right? I have a friend of mine who called me up a few months ago. He says, Al, you know, a friend of mine put me in this company about a year ago, and now I'm taking a look at it. I just looked at the back office. I've got $300,000 in my power leg. Wow! And he was really excited. And he said, how much do you think I can make with that? Well, right now, nothing. If you don't do the work, you can have a power leg that's got 300,000 or a million. It doesn't mean anything. In fact, I told him, I said, you know what? If you had 5,000 or 10,000 points in that other leg, that'd be more than enough because you still have to catch it up anyway. So guys, don't get hung up on that. Build your business. Build your business, right? So I want you to think of this 90-day run like the Rocky movie. In fact, if you want to go out and rent the Rocky movie here in the next couple of days or weekend, go watch one of the original Rocky movies, right? Dream, struggle, and victory. You got to have a dream, right? And the struggle is the against all odds obstacles, whatever that is. But you got to push through it, right? I'm thinking the Rocky theme right now, man. I'm fired up. Anybody else fired up? All right. That's phase one, right? Everybody got it? That's phase one. Phase one. Here's phase two. Might be as important, maybe more important to your team growth. Here's the question. Of everything I've talked about right now, how many people on your team will you get to do this? How many people on your team will you sell the vision to, or maybe you have them watch this and get their commitment, and you need to do it before September 1, so you got a couple of days, right? How many people on your team can you get to do this? I want you to think about this. What if you have a tiny team and you can only get 5 people to do this? In fact, what if you signed up today, you got no team? All right, you got no team. Go sponsor 5 people this week. Now you got 5 people that can do it, right? What if you have a bigger team? You got 10 people on your team, 50 people on your team, 100 people. Some of you need to do some teleconferences. Some of you need to get on the phone right after this and you need to talk to some people. But think about this. What if you got 10 people out of your team to do this? Well, I said 5 a day. That means 10 people on your team, 5 a day. You got 50 contacts a day going on in your business plus yours. 50 times 30 days in a month, you got 1,500 contacts going on in your business. 1,500. Remember, we get paid residual income. 1,500. Can you imagine 1,500? Can you imagine just 5, 6, or 10 people over the next 30 days enrolling, 20 people on the team, 10 people on the team, and then them duplicating? You will explode your business over the next 90 days. You're not going to grow your business, guys. You're going to explode your business if you do this right? And so, just checking my notes here. And so, let me kind of bring it home. I want to challenge you to put the extra in extraordinary, right? I talked about Art Williams, you got to believe a little bit more. You got to do a little bit more. You got to be loyal to the company a little bit more. Guys, it's a little bit more, right? What's network marketing? It's building a network of people, customers and affiliates, right? So it's getting a bunch of people to do a few simple activities over a consistent period of time. A lot of people doing a few simple activities like buying product, recruiting, right? Over a consistent period of time. And you've got a financial breakthrough, right? And you got a financial breakthrough. And so no more fear, no more worry, no more indecision, right? Indecision is the killer, guys. Don't wait for the brochure. Don't wait for this. Just do it, right? And by the way, if you have fear, fear is normal. Here's what I'm going to tell you. Do it anyway, right? How do you cure fear? By action. Thinking about it will just fester. It just fester, right? Go do it, right? So I have a question is, who's ready to go to the top in the next 90 days, right? Put me if you're ready to go to the top. Put me in, give me some hearts, right? I need a little feedback. I need a little bit of fuel here. And so I want you to stop being average. I want you to stop living with frustration. And I want you to stop living with that idea of what it could be. Don't live in what it could be. Don't live in someday, right? And by the way, guys, figure it out. Figure it out. This isn't tough, right? People are everywhere. People in small towns make a lot of money. People in big cities make a lot of money. People who have lots of friends make a lot of money. People with no friends make a lot of money. It's just figuring things out, right? It's just getting it done. And so I said people are everywhere. So you're going to, friends, family, and remember, it's not just who you know, it's who they know, right? Who else? People in network marketing. People who are internet marketers. How about salespeople, insurance sales, mortgage, car, real estate, right? Do you know anybody? How about business people, right? Doctors, dentists, accountants, attorneys, tax preparers, right? What about other professional people? What about business owners, entrepreneurs, right? They have already got a mindset. Don't throw up all over them. Don't act crazy. Just attract people, right? And take them to that. What about social media sites and groups? Could you reach out to people? Could you treat people with respect? Like if I went to you at a party, you wouldn't just like drop your link at me, right? You say, hey Al, how's it going? Tell me a little bit about yourself. Oh, you're married, have a couple of kids. What if you just did that on social media? What if we had the same courtesy that we would have at a party and we did that on social media? Is that enough of a strategy? How about we just are genuine with people, right? We're integrity based with people, right? We're just sifting and sorting. That's okay. And so I want you to go all out for 90 days, guys. And your team of, one person, 5, 10, I want them to go all out, right? And again, people are everywhere, right? And here's what you're going to do. You're going to contact, qualify them. Qualify means, are they interested? Are they willing to listen, right? So you're going to contact them. You're going to qualify them. You're going to invite them to present the information. You're going to follow up. Set a follow-up appointment. That way you're not chasing people. So I say, hey, Ralph, when can you listen to this audio? I can listen to it at 8 o'clock tonight. Great. I'll call you at 8:30 because I know you're going to have some questions. I just want to get your feedback. Otherwise, you're going to do what I did earlier in my career, which I'd say, hey, watch the video when you get some time. And forever I was chasing people. Don't do that to yourself because you become a pest and it's very frustrating. Follow up. Get them in. Find out what their problem is. If the problem is health, if the problem is more time, be a problem solver. What if, guys, think about this. I want you to visualize this. What if through this video and what you start doing over the next 9 days, what if you hit, I don't care where you are today, what if you hit ruby or sapphire? Would that be good? What about some of you, what if you hit emerald or diamond? Now, I don't want to oversimplify this, but do you know that diamond in our business, based on a $120 per month product reorder, is about 800 and some odd people? We're not talking about 20,000 people, 10,000 people on your pay leg. We're talking about less than 1,000 people. Now again, I don't want to oversimplify that. That does take work. But if you think you're going to make $200,000, $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 a year without any sacrifice, we're kidding ourselves, right? Your results are what's going to drive this, right? And so, it's kind of like fast pain, or by the way, you will be in pain, right? You will be in pain over the next 90 days. But do you want to have a little bit of pain for 90 days or pain for years and years of being frustrated in this darn business or in life? Get it done. Get it done. Get it done now, right? And so, I want you to live the life that you always dreamed of, And, we talk about leading with love at our company. And so take that to heart. That's just not a fancy slogan. That's not a cute saying, right? I want you to serve others. I want you to lead others. I want you to grow your confidence, and I want you to grow your leadership, guys, right? You become so attractive. People will call you, right? It won't happen tomorrow, but people will call you and want to get in your business, in your circle of people, right? Or people that you talk to right now will come in later on once they see you have some stick-to-itiveness. That's a tongue twister, right? All out massive action. And I want to leave you with a couple other things. You can watch this video again. I don't want to make it too long. Leaders go to events, guys. We've got an event coming up in California. I haven't announced it yet, but I have an event coming up in Atlanta the month after. I want you to figure out, and by the way, I say it with the utmost respect, I don't know your situation, but I'd like you to figure it out if you could. I'd love to see you. My wife and I'd love to see you in California, right? I'd love to see you in California. And hours to be with us at a 3-hour event. Of course, then we went to go eat together, and we broke bread, and we had a great time. I have a new relationship with those two sisters. They're great. We gave them some tips. And so, we know that leaders go to events. And so if leaders go to events, what does that mean if you want to be a leader, right? So again, figure it out. So we're talking about California on the 18th of September. To be announced, I'll be doing a great event in Atlanta. In fact, Hotlanta, baby. Hotlanta. And then we might have something at the end of the year. We'll talk about that a little later. But leaders figure it out. Leaders find a solution. And what you need to do is get people into action. Get them to the events, right? You want to go to the events, but you got to get people to the events. Eric Worre talks about this all the time. If you go to California, the best thing you can do is have 5 people there with you, 10 people there with you, 20 people there with you. It's game over. Because you both, you all come out the blocks crazy. The next 90 days is like a rocket ship launching. So you'll come out and you'll build a big business. But what if you had 1, 3, 5, 10 people with you? It just blows up your business, right? So who's going to do what we've talked about today? Let me just kind of close the call in the next few minutes. So, put I am. Right? Who's going to do this? Right? I am. Give me some hearts. Who's going to do this? Put I am. And I want to know who's going to go ruby, sapphire, emerald, or diamond, whether in the next 90 days or kind of shortly thereafter, right? In other words, you're going to create the momentum. So I want to see the I ams. By the way, I think it's a good idea you get an accountability partner. Feel free to find someone in your downline, upline organization, team up with that person. Hold each other accountable. Could just be as quick as a quick text every day. Hey, did you get your 5 today? Oh no, I got 3. Come on, go get your other 2 and then text me back you're done. Get an accountability partner, right? Right? Now don't all gang up on your sponsor. All right? Just get an accountability partner. I am, right? So get an accountability partner that they can just a quick text, right? Most people have a job, so you know what? In the morning, you make a couple of calls. On your break, send a couple of texts. On your lunch hour, make a couple of calls. On your next break, a couple of texts. In the evening, a few more calls. Guys, do this in the nooks and crannies of the business. We're talking about 5 contacts a day. 5 contacts a day. Stay focused. Stay on course. And here's something that's real important. You're going to find out I'm going to be talking about this more. Is I want you to have the heart of a champion and the heart of a diamond. Heart of a champion, heart of a diamond. I want you to do what you've never done, so you and your family can have the blessing of having what you've never had before. And so I want you to show me who's going to do this. I'm going to be watching you on social media. I'll be coming back to do these Facebook Live videos once or twice a week to provide you additional tips. And stay on course. We're going to do this 90-day run together. I want you to stay on course. It's not a one-time thing. I'll be coming back and we'll keep doing it. And you can kind of course correct. This is the most forgiving business that we have in the world. And so I want you to show me who's going to do this. I want you to show me who's going to be tough enough to make this run for the 90 days. And if you do that, then I'll show you a champion. The champion will be the one staring at you right in the mirror. Well, this is Al Rodriguez. It's been a plum pleasing pleasure, in the words of Les Brown. By the way, Les Brown will be with us next month. So it's been a plum pleasing pleasure. I appreciate you guys. Heart of a champion, heart of a diamond, whatever it is that you need to do to just get down into your soul and spirit. Quit, no more quitting, no more excuses. Figure it out. Right now is the time to just raise your game, right? Nothing, no hype. I just want you to do it. I want you to hunker down. Anyway, guys, I love you. God bless you. Luz Angela and I, we care the world. We care the world about all you guys. We are burning the candle at both ends, and we look forward to seeing many of you. Look forward to seeing you in California. I'll be traveling to South America here this coming month as well. And so anyway, bye for now. Ciao. Love you.